yeah, a slight to moderate advantage, and he's now pushing up into that high ground, but is going to be slowed by Leta's siege mode and that minefield. Don't know if we have siege mode for Skyhigh yet. If we don't, it should be along pretty soon. He was building tanks earlier, so presumably he sunk resources into siege mode earlier, though he's got the one machine shop spinning, and that is quite probably going to be siege there. So, looks like I was wrong. In any case, Skyhigh seems to be, you know, is moving his units around, seems to just have more map control at the moment, but map control in this stage of a Terran versus Terran is pretty tenuous, because so much of it is just established with mines and vultures moving around, and those are so mobile that really map control can shift at any moment. Leta's also building a starport and an additional factory, so he might be looking for raids to harass tank lines. He might be looking to score a drop. A lot of possibilities here. Big engagement over at the choke on that high ground, and basically most of these forces destroy each other. No huge advantage for either player coming out of that, and yeah, just some attrition occurring. Skyhigh looking remarkably cool under pressure, and Leta seems also a lot more composed after his defeat yesterday. There is an expansion on the way up for Skyhigh, so he's going to take his third, and Leta is not going to be able to push out and take his third, which is over at the 12 o'clock just yet. Though he is building the command center, he is going to have to just clear out some mines first and possibly break through a small defensive line for Skyhigh, but he should have the units to do it and eventually secure that third. It'll just take a while, and Skyhigh should be able to pick up a small economic advantage just for delaying that third expansion. In the meantime, though, big tank lines for both players going up across that ridge, and Skyhigh has also set up a tank to siege that 12 o'clock position if anything moves through it. And there goes some vultures to scope things out for Leta, and they might mine up the area around that one tank, but yeah, I don't know, 4 vultures for 1 tank. I'm not sure whether that's worth it or not. That's maybe a break-even exchange. Like, granted, it's 300 minerals versus 150 minerals, 150 gas, but yeah, those are a number of vultures that won't be defending otherwise. Third base is now up and running for Skyhigh, and Leta's floating his third over, but I'm not convinced he's completely secured that location yet. Skyhigh has a lot of vultures looming nearby, as well as some tanks up on the high ground, and Skyhigh might be able to just break this defensive line for Leta, and it looks like he's going to do just that with those all-star mines, clearing out those 3 tanks, and that first dropship for Leta, very ineffective dropping there, not going to be able to secure this, and Skyhigh could just plant some mines under there, and just delay that command center from landing even further. Leta has some tanks out, but Skyhigh is already in a position to start laying siege to that third expansion, and Skyhigh not letting up economically either. He's taking a 4th, so he's going to cement his economic advantage here. The one advantage Leta has is that he has dropships out already, but he's only got the 1 that we've seen so far, and that's not going to be enough to shuttle around enough forces to deal some substantial damage. Turrets are going up for Skyhigh, so he's also going to be prepared to deal with these now 2 dropships on the way. Given their close positions on the map, there might not be enough time for those turrets to get up, for all of those turrets to get up. Skyhigh does have some defensive forces in reserve there. See, Leta bypassing that expansion though and going to the main. He's going to have a small amount of time to do some damage, but isn't even going to be able to drop there because there are some Goliaths. So now he's over to wait, rather he's now gone over the natural, and now he's going to the main, and he still hasn't dropped. And I don't think this was a fake. I think it was just that he didn't have the units to or he didn't have the positioning to get those drops out without Skyhigh's army chasing armies just being able to kill them. And now the siege is on at that 12 o'clock expansion. Instead of mining minerals or gas, all those SCVs are repairing the command center so it doesn't die. And it's looking like it's going to be kind of difficult for Leta to hold this, but he does have a large army moving toward that line of tanks, and Skyhigh's reinforcements are arriving just now, so this is going to be really close as to who's going to be able to clean up who's attacking forces. But it looks like Skyhigh's tanks have slipped into position just in time to, if nothing else, maintain a kind of stalemate line. But critically, he does still have that one tank in range of that command center. At least that's what I think that tank is shelling. So, for the moment, positional advantage to Skyhigh. Though that tank has now fallen, and it looks like we're back in a bit of a stalemate over at this 12. Meanwhile, Starport going up for Skyhigh, as well as a 7th factory, a science facility. Science facilities for both players. So, I think that's more for level 2 upgrades rather than battle cruisers. I don't think either player needs to switch to battle cruisers, and I think doing so would be a mistake. It would open up a timing window. I mean, Skyhigh could do it because he's just ahead enough already. Leta, I think him switching to battle cruisers right now would be suicidal. Let's see. That siege continues. There are only a couple of tanks in defense there, and Leta is adding some more factories over on that low ground. But Leta is going to have trouble sustaining these factories with very limited mining over at his 3rd base, and Skyhigh economically is just getting monstrous at 4 bases, and it looks like he might even be looking to take a 5th pretty soon over at the 530 position. We'll see. Skyhigh running up his tanks. Is he even going to bother to siege those? I don't know. Oh, nice work with the floating barracks there, making it difficult for those siege tanks to target specific tanks, for making it difficult for those tanks to be clicked on for focus firing. Nice little, nice bit of play by Skyhigh there. It's really nice looking at these games and seeing those little nuances, these little tricks that programmers use to get every ounce of efficiency out of their units. And Skyhigh is now moving into a position to siege the natural, and Leta GG's. He's lost again. He is looking so frustrated, and as well he should be. Fortunately, at least for him, there was no bad-mannered face-rubbing in it for that Skyhigh did to Leta there, but Leta has got to be disappointed with himself. Hite has pinned so much on him, and he's 0-3 in this set of best of 7s, and the thumbs down ceremony right back. So yeah, the psychological warfare continues, and the mirror matchup warfare is about to continue as we go on to Game 5, Yellow Arnak versus Quanro on Destination. It should be a treat, and I'll see you there. As always, leave a comment if you have one, and have a good day.